Hey guys, I know I've been doing a lot of these lately, but I do enjoy painting characters a lot, and I don't usually like to do illustrations unless I have it planned around a good idea, so that's why I don't like do a lot of original illustrations. Um, Anyway, so I've reached the comment Leprechaun, and that's what this character is, and I actually really love this theme, and I sketched 6 characters for it, and actually have it recorded, so if you guys would like to see it, I can upload that. Oh, and like the other character sketches, these are actually based off of weapons, and I did a couple of these. I'll put them up now. And yeah, those are I did the weapons first, and then I sketched the characters based on the weapons, and this was one of them. I thought he was one of my favorites, so I chose him. Also, let me know if you want to see the other ones be painted like this. I'm probably going to anyway, so if you want to see it, I'll definitely make a video for it. Have noticed I switched from Krita to Photoshop, and I have a couple of reasons for this. The first one would be that Krita lagged too much, especially on weak computers, and my laptop's really weak, and I was having to use my laptop at the time because I was leaving for vacation, but at the same time I was trying to complete a competition piece with, which is actually this one, and I had a deadline, so I didn't want to I'll just finish it when I get home. I had to start while I was away from home, and it just wouldn't work on my computer. That actually brings me to the second reason. I usually don't mind small files, like I can paint on small files, I don't mind it. But I wanted this piece to be of higher quality because it was like a competition piece, and Krita just lags too much when I use too large of files or canvas sizes. And I also felt like I should get familiar with software that's popular in the industry, because I know that Photoshop is like the most common, although it'll probably change in the future, I'm sure they don't really care what you use, but I just wanted to see what Photoshop is like since everybody uses it. And that being said, I've been trying a ton of new ways to paint with especially concepts. I've been liking to do nice clean line art, and then using clipping masks is what I did with this one, which is new. I didn't know how to use clipping masks or what they were. I actually had to search up a tutorial for this specific one because I wanted to try using them because I knew they would make my life easier, and they definitely do. So what I do is I just basically do my line art, and then I fill without having to worry about leaving the lines because of the clipping mask, and then I go into painting sort of. I would say that 50% of the actual drawing and stuff process is sketching and then drawing the clean line art, and then the other 30 or 40% would be what I'm doing now, which is the actual painting. I go into the after I've filled in all my base colors, I go in and I do the shadows and the highlights and all that, and I bring out the form and the shapes and all that. This is when I'm actually painting at this point. And after this, I'll go into overpainting, which I'll explain later. Also, if any of you are curious, that's Syndra, and I didn't win shit, so yeah. It was still a lot of fun though. I loved the competition, and not necessarily because it was a competition, I just really liked the community and stuff, so I would definitely do it again even if there was no prize. I just love the community and the critique and all that stuff, and receiving feedback. It's just awesome. So yeah, if any of you were curious about that. Okay, now that I have the base painting done and everything, I'm gonna go into my line art and change the color so that it matches more closely to whatever it is. So for the hair, I changed it into a little bit of a darker orange, and then the white shirt into darker a gray, and then the green leaves green, etc. And now I'm gonna start painting over the lines on top of a layer of my line art. And this is it's very little. At this point, your painting should be basically already done, and you're just painting over your line art. You don't want to be over painting a ton, or else that sort of defeats the whole purpose of this process, because I do my line art and and I use a clipping mask and all that, it helps me so that when I get to the last part, it really is just like adding the finishing touches. Like, it's small things, but once you're done doing the overpainting, it should look a lot better. Like, it'll change from like decent to actually a really great piece. So that's basically what I'll do here. And this is when I add like small details or highlights that I was missing, or any shadows that I was missing. And yeah, basically when I'm done with this, the piece is completely done and it's ready to go. So I'll be finishing up on all the overpainting, and that brings it to an end. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for my next videos, I guess, and yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.